Okay, so today we're going to do a little drawing of a little shorebird. It's called a Piping Plover. They start off with they've got kind of this egg-shaped head, like this. Remember to keep your drawings nice and light to start with. And they've got this weird little round body, also kind of egg-shaped. They've got a nice big eye kind of here in the middle of their head, like that. And a little beak. It kind of tucks in like this. And it's kind of shaped like a really fat sunflower seed, if you look at a sunflower seed from the edge. So something like that. And he needs some legs. So his legs come down kind of like this. And like that. So these circular shapes are the joints. And the lines kind of represent the leg bones. And he's got these big flat kind of feet that are hidden down here in the sand. And the other leg starts back here. Let's put it there. And another nice big joint. He's got kind of these knobby knee kind of things going on. And that comes down like this. Another ankle joint there. And then his foot kind of comes like this. Okay, we really can't see anything on the back side of his foot here. So that's that's our start. So now we want to make sure we have an eraser handy. You can use a white vinyl eraser like this one, or a kneaded eraser if you have one. And if you don't have either of those, you can use just a pink eraser, like a skull eraser. Worst comes to worst, you can always use the eraser on the end of your pencil. So now we're going to start to go in and add some details and start to refine our drawing. So they're kind of fuzzy, so we kind of want to give them some fuzzy shapes as we go around the head here. And a little bit underneath his chin. And he's really kind of fuzzy, and his feathers kind of curl like that. So before we go too far, I'm going to come back with my eraser, and I'm going to erase out those structure lines, the egg shape that we drew initially, and clean that up best I can. We want to make sure we get rid of those lines, because if we don't get rid of them now, they're going to show in our drawing later, and we may not want them there. So then we want to fill in the gap here between his head and his body. And he's really kind of this fluffy shape that goes kind of like this. You can just kind of wiggle your pencil on your way through here. And this side comes out a little bit like that. It dips in a little bit here. And this is probably where his wing will be when he grows up. Right now he's just this big kind of funny looking ball of feathers and fuzz. I'm gonna open this up just a little bit here, take out that line so it doesn't look like his head's quite so divided from his body. Alright, and while we're still up here, we're going to go make sure our beak is still looking good. Alright, his beak is divided kind of by this shadow or shaded area. It's actually just a little bit darker section on his beak, and something like that. His eye is nice and round, but it tapers on the end. It comes to a little bit of a point. And remember, keep the eye nice and round, and keep that roundness forward towards the front here, and that'll help soften his expression. He needs a little highlight in his eye. his leg. And kind of flares out again there. And because he's standing in the sand, we really don't see much of his little foot there. Again, come back, get rid of those structure finding lines. Keep your drawing nice and clean. Alright. This one we can put back. There's a little line here. And we need to do the other leg. So we'll start kind of the same way. This one goes like this. And this one flares out like that. This comes down. Bumps out a little bit here at his ankle. This one comes down like this. And like I said before, we really don't, he doesn't seem like he has a toe on the back of his foot there right now. And this one comes forward like that. Looks a little different, a little funny, but that's the way the picture is. So we're going to stick with that for now. And this comes like that. So let's jump back up into his body a little bit here. So he's got some ruffled edges kind of through here like this. A little bit of a shadow shape here. Some more ruffled feathers. Some stuff that kind of comes like this. There'll be a shadow here later. And now he's got these darker feathers that kind of go like this. And I'm just going to kind of use my pencil and I'm going to hatch my way through that, kind of creating some texture and some shading at the same time. And he's got a little bit more of that up here. Now you want all these lines to kind of follow the contour of the body a little bit, just like we did the other day when we shaded our elephant. We want to keep going like this. And even though we probably will blend those out a little bit more later and fill them in a little bit, they'll add a little bit of texture and feel like feathers in the end. Okay. And we'll come back up to his eye. Shade the eye. If you want the eye to look really nice and wet, make sure your darkest dark in the eye is opposite of the way the light's coming in. So if the light's coming in from this way, we want this to be nice and dark through here, and then we can kind of just shade this in around that. And the upper eyelid on almost everything that you'll draw casts a shadow over top of the eye. Not everything. There's going to be some exceptions. If they have a bulging eyeball, then obviously it's not going to do that. But for most animals, that'll happen. So we're just going to clean that up a little bit. Leave a little bit of a lighter value here, and then our little bright highlight there. And he's got some shading, some darker feathers on top of his head, and I'm just kind of going like this. Make some of them a little bit darker than others. Some of them are spotted, kind of broken apart. He's got this little shape here like this. And then we're going to come back over here to his beak. This part down here can be nice and dark. Not black, just kind of a dark gray. And this is a little bit lighter, like that. There's a little bit of a highlight that divides top from the bottom. nostril here. And shade that in just lightly. Give him a little feathers around his beak there. And we're going to come back and erase just a little bit more in here. Try to keep it nice and clean. And now we're going to start shading with the cyber pencil a little bit. And we want a little bit of shadow around here. Give him a little shadow under his chin. That's going to get lighter as it comes down this way. Give him a little ruffle here and there for feathers. To do that, you're just going to kind of wiggle your pencil back and forth a little bit like that. And he's got a little bit more shadow under his belly here. And there's quite a bit of shadow back here because this is facing away from the sunlight here. Remember to try to get all your pencil marks to follow the contour when you can. It gives it a softer appearance. Sometimes, if we're getting a little more creative with things, we can force those contour lines to go in a different direction, and that will change the feel and the look of things. But for right now, let's just kind of stick with what we got here. Give him a few extra little feathers that are sticking out here, make him nice and fuzzy. And we'll come down to the legs, shade a little through here, like this. So his body is blocking the light from his legs there at the top. And then we'll get a little lighter through here. Like this. And we're going to kind of start to bump in a little texture here for the sand. I'm just going to kind of tap and drag, tap, then tap and drag. Alright, that's going to give us a little texture for our sand. Don't get too carried away with how hard you're tapping or how hard or far you're dragging it. You can put a couple little rocks or something in here if you want to. Give a little shadow on the right side of the rock if you're going to put some rocks in there, because again our light's coming down like this. And I'm thinking maybe this leg's a little too skinny. We'll thicken this one up just a little bit. Like that. A little shadow around these. Tap and drag some more. Maybe put a little shadow underneath him here. Like that. He's casting. Light's coming this way, he's casting a shadow this way. Okay. And then we'll get a little bit more fussy with our shading. Use the tip of our pencil a little bit more. Again, we want him to be fuzzy, so if you want to kind of come in here and give him some crazy hair, give him some crazy hair. us crazy here once in a while, right? Alright. Have some of these feathers tucked back in a little bit further. Like that. And these can do the same thing back here, just like that. Give him a few. See how he's looking really fluffy and fuzzy now? Be careful when you're erasing. You rub your hand over things like that. You can smudge your drawing. You can use a brush. You can use a paintbrush like this and just kind of brush it off there. That works really well. And they actually make these things. This is a dusting brush for drafting. And you see how it's real long and light. You just kind of lightly brush over stuff. Works really well. Don't need to buy stuff like that. If you've got any kind of a soft paintbrush, works just as well. Okay? It's just to kind of keep your hand from smudging your drawing. And if any time that you're drawing and you find that you're doing this and your hand's getting all dirty here, you can take just a piece of like copy paper, okay, printer paper, and you put that between you and your drawing, and you keep your hand on top of that so that you can see your drawing and see where you're drawing, but your hand's not rubbing over it. Your hand's sitting on top of that copy paper or printer paper. Okay, so getting pretty close to being done with him, I think. Let's make his eye just a little bit bigger. How's that? And if we want to, we can put in, let's put in a couple little sticks or reedy kind of things in here. Try not to make them the same height. Maybe there's one that's in here that's broken. A couple more here in the front. I think I want to let's make this one just a little bit longer. Again, just kind of draw these in lightly, and then you can come back and clean them up a little bit. They don't have to be anything real fancy. Don't have to do a lot to them. Give them a little shadow where they overlap there like that. Same thing on this side. And if you have a kneaded eraser, take that. If not, just use your other eraser and just kind of clean up around a little bit. And take kind of a last look, putting your darkest darks. Take that highlight down just a little bit, and the nostril there, make that a little darker. I think I'm going to break this line up just a little bit here, like that. And if you want to, you can bring your finger in and kind of smudge some of this together. If you have a blending stub, or if you made a blending stub the other day with the elephant video, you can certainly use that on here. So I think we're going to call it done. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon.